Ones coming this year will still be on the rookie contract again. The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
Angel Reese recently stated that she might if she doesn't receive a raise in seriously. You were just drafted by the WNBA.
Angel Reese says WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits.
You're still getting used to completing a layup that doesn't touch the bottom of the rim. And now you're threatening me out here. A strike that's similar to submitting an application to the first job arrived late and was demanding CEO compensation. Before you've even arrived at work, experts clapped back when social media became viral. And her admirers, well, they roasted her. Why? The WNBA is not a multi-billion-dollar corporation. The league has been experiencing financial losses long years. And the sole explanation for its existence attracting notice now that Caitlyn is out here. The league is like a backpack. TV ratings are increased by crowding arenas, dropping 30-foot bombs and selling merchandise as if it were nothing. Whereas Angel's building brick homes and whining her salary of $74. Zero is insufficient to cover her rent. Newsflash from Chicago. No one is purchasing tickets for your next layups. Thus, if you want to know why people are phony. Is she insane? Or why did Patrick bet on David and others utterly wrecked her? Dispute with fire sticks and facts around because we're going to shatter everything. Down to the harsh reality after the salary drama regarding the WNBA's financial issues and why perhaps Caitlin Clark is the sole cause this league is still very much alive. Approaching, but before we discuss all take a moment to like this action. Watch the video and follow the channel how you'll constantly be informed about the major movements and games in the most recent WNBA news. Don't miss out on breakdowns like this one. Hit away! We've got you covered. Click like and subscribe. And let's get started and let's return to where this entire circus performance started with Angel Reese. Seated before her camera on Instagram, Liv gave her a direct glimpse. Followers and revealed the shocking information that she said that her WNBA pay is insufficient to Chicago rent, and I say, I believe they even cover one of my expenses.
Hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think it pays one of my bills. Literally.
Let's take a moment to, is this satire or are we being punched? Since Angel is undoubtedly aware that she's on a rookie deal for $74,000 annually, which is $74. Zero for a basketball game professionally, and she's whining like though she's doing. The dishes outside to the girl who survives has more money than the majority of teachers, earn more than numerous nurses, firefighters, and even some local that amounts to $6,000 a year for news anchors. Month to depict a travel hoop franchise. And you're acting as though you're making ends meet while working 3 jobs? Come on. Quick noodles, let's not remember, this isn't LSU, it's not college. Where your sneakers were being thrown by Reebok. Like McDonald's and Halloween treats was giving you over half of the WNBA's salary. That money is now yours, my love. Congratulations. Welcome to the pros. And we play first and converse in the professionals. She entered the WNBA after but Angel. Such as if it were a real sassy Loud's Housewives Chicago edition dramatic. And urging a stroll already before the referee had even blown the whistle. Out protesting earlier in Game 1 contributing, requesting. And delivery requesting a raise in salary when she hasn't even scored in the league so far. And look, the profits weren't the only thing that made it the feeling that makes folks roll their eyes. The way she exudes enthusiasm and delusion stated it as though she were already the face of. You have not even placed the league, girl. Keep your jersey straight and don't act. Because you have a horrible agent and are liberal So yes, Angel, before you say you're going to walk distant, perhaps try entering the court initially and creating a layup that truly speaks about reactions in whatever case. Let's discuss how the internet changed. This is now turning into a full-fledged roasting session. If you believed that supporters were simply going to nod, smile, and throw that tiny fit slide, you have obviously not logged in onto X in 2024. Or perhaps Twitter, since social media didn't only respond when at first a mushroom cloud formed. In what seemed like only a few minutes, Angel Reese was popular. But not because of her basketball skills, nor for her to bounce back. She was trending, so it wasn't defensive hustling. For all the incorrect reasons individuals were like detectives, they were extracting clips. They discovered her missed layup while on an assignment. Clown music was used to assemble them into montages and made her Instagram live. It was transformed into a full-fledged meme museum opened around the clock with Angel as the primary display. Savage's remarks don't even start there. These people were brutal to hide it if Angel Reese may not play in the WNBA. Ultimately makes $74,000 a year, and she is still unable to pay for a layup. It's possible that the rim is costing you rent. Girl, people, you keep dodging it, weren't merely pulling her along. They were constructing highways during her career, thus, if you plan to go public threatening dissent and demanding more money out and asserting that the league is unpaid financial bills, then you should be having a great time. A double-double is what you should be averaging. Making a statement with mid-rangers and appearing on ESPN every other night in the top 10. But Angel these days, highlight reels appear more like a blooper reel, turnovers and missed layups brick after brick, and she's currently wondering why she isn't being taken, please. If your statistics aren't able to then make your voice heard across social media, perhaps log out to go to the gym, but that fans and memes weren't the only ones who came for no. The corporate community get involved as well, and that's where things started. Let's discuss about something embarrassing to educational regarding the fact that Patrick Bet-David dropped a financial reality check on Angel's dream. Enter Patrick Bet-David's contract hopes. King Walking Podcast for Entrepreneurs calculator that has no tolerance for this man. Saw Angel's remarks, which were absurd, and instead of only raising an eyebrow, he went spreadsheet with full Wall Street mode open calculator smoking. About to exhale harsh realities of business.
What I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life.
He didn't sugarcoat it. He didn't wrap it in a nice little bow. He straight up said, and I quote,
He didn't mince words or sugarcoat anything. Tie it up in a pretty little bow. I quote up when he says, you don't ask for an increase from a losing company, Mike drops money. And he's not being dramatic, he's being truthful. The WNBA isn't even breaking even. Skating past it isn't nearly profitable. We are discussing bleeding money. Tens of millions of dollars are lost every just 1 year.
They want to get paid. Possibility. Reese has been vocal about her low WNBA salary, revealing her $74,000 a year salary doesn't cover rent, stating on Instagram Live,
This is where it is currently becomes awkward for the NBA. You know, superstars in a league with real profits considering the attention they've been receiving worldwide since the WNBA's inception. The W doesn't function independently, it depends. On NBA charity, the NBA seems so wealthy. Elder brother who excels in AWNBA is crashing on his mansion couch, consuming all the goodies, and expressing dissatisfaction with the couch cushions aren't sufficiently gentle, and Angel Reese is requesting lobster in the kitchen and caviar when the refrigerator is bare and the 3 months past due rent.
Basketball sustained her specialty since the WNBA's $200 million revenue last season only allocated 9.3% to salaries, unlike the NBA's 50% share of the $5.3 billion in 2023.
Patrick delivered the invoices, the NBA, MLB, and NFL didn't reach there are a result of rookies requesting greater money on social media.
WNBA and what's her name? Angel Reese. Do it. I fully support your right to strike. So other sports have done it. So other major sports have.
They accumulated it over many years of generating income via TV deals with fans' goods and treasured memories. They elicited concern. And that's when Angel Reese skipped and the money followed. She arrived with nothing but her duffel bag in the corner and asked for a pay increase, like though she had already dropped 40 in the finals. Followed by the nuclear truth according to Patrick, if WNBA players like you know. Angel actually went on strike, in fact skipping the league. Would save, yes, you heard correctly, save money.
Catch when you're going to go on strike. In 1994, MLB, NBA, NFL, what's the number one revenue sport in America? What do you think it is? The NFL. How much do you think they make? $17 billion.
Consider that in reality, your threat to skip class is a monetary gain for the league. It's a courtesy, not a power move. Such as leaving your boss and your job hosting a pizza party that you are unable to attend. This is crazy people. But as crazy as that, when you see it, it becomes even more crazy. Caitlin Clark's method of turning the whole league upside down without uttering a one word. But all of this drama is happening and Angel Reese is present. Weeping like a person over her income, Caitlin Clark has canceled her Wi-Fi, letting her do what she does best. More loud than any press is game chatter. Conference could never receive any complaints. No Instagram lives. No emotional outburst requesting that the entire world give a crown. Only buckets move deadly. Back to back, she's hitting logo threes like baskets. She's leading Iowa in free throws to stadiums crammed with Coachella attendees. Or watching Caitlin instead of eating dinner. She's transforming women's basketball becomes a major occasion, and the crazy aspect is that she's not yet formally in the league.
I'm not huge on comparing the WNBA and the NBA. I don't really think that's fair. Obviously, I think where the WNBA is right now is pretty incredible. I think
she hasn't signed, so let that sink in. A rookie deal that she hasn't violated. She has already been on a WNBA floor, surpassing the WNBA. Half of the league should be thanking her every day. Cards that are not scratched as they ought to be constructing. A statue of her outside each venue. So each time a ticket is scanned, a TV deal or a jersey that is sold gets renegotiated. And you can guess who it is. Yes, Caitlin is not speaking behind it on how difficult it is for her to not cry she's broke and not pleading for attention. She's making people and earning it. She's drawing attention without saying anything. While Angel Reese is out here, a word pretending to be the protagonist in. She hasn't even tried out for a drama. The two are more different from one another. Compared to day and night. It's like comparing a tricycle with a nice sports vehicle and one of the builders is laying a bent wheel, smashing records, drawing foundations admirers, while the other is a noisy brand on social media. But when it's time to show, keep quiet. You've come this far. Whoa, up on the court. That must indicate that you're truly, I think you're enjoying the video. So why not take just a moment to press the follow button? It's very easy, completely free, and beneficial. US continue to bring you more amazing content, particularly for WNBA fans. Whether the players' game highlights, or moments behind the scenes additionally. We've got you covered by following. You won't be left behind when it comes to your preferred players and teams Continue now that we have tapped that follow. Let's jump. Back in, let's move on to the real basketball since, let's face it, we would not be experiencing this at all. Discussion if Angel Reese was present, making the court sparkle, yet she's not even close. But she's neither controlling or she's not even trending, yet she's altering games, either for her game or for all the incorrect motives.
Yes, it is unrivaled. It is also unwatched. Look, let's be honest. We can sugarcoat it all you want, but if you don't have Caitlin Clark playing women's basketball, you got nothing.